Hello YouTube, welcome to another video. Today is gonna be a special day because today we're gonna do some couple pulls on my FL5. It's been a long time getting behind the wheel. Right now we're in comfort mode. Just pulling out from the driveway. Sounds about everything right about this car. This car is really fun to drive. A lot of people say that it's not as fast, but personally I think it's fast for what it is. But adding a little extra money to this car will make some people smile. Besides that, I love this car. It's that car that you get a lot of looks all the time, which is really cool. Hello YouTube, well, as you know, your boy out here, it's kind of hot today. I'm out here in back of FedEx, and today what I'll be talking about is my car that I've owned for about, I said 3 years already, 3 years and a half, because I got this back in 2023 when it first came out. And so far for this car, I've done a couple little things. You know, like I put this thing to protect the seat, like a cover. Got these beautiful Type R, I don't know whatever you call those, but they're on the seatbelt. And most importantly, what people ask me is, how many miles do I have in here? And I tell him, well, I have about 6,151 miles. That's about it for the 3 years I've owned this car. And for you guys who ask, that's Civic Type R 05021. Other things that I've done to my car is, everybody knows that the wheels don't come with the wheel lock, so I went and go ahead and purchased myself some for all four of them, which is something really nice, right? And other than that, I got some mud guards. These are made by 3D print 3D or something like that. Can't remember exactly. They're pretty good. They've been holding since 2023. I've had these. So they have the whole combo deal for the fronts, and then they got this a mesh filter, so all those rocks don't hit your paint. So that's pretty nice about it. And other than that, I mean, tires are still stock. Pretty good tires though. Just don't like the fact that everything sticks to them. Okay, moving on. Moving on to the engine. So I have the PRL high volume intake, downpipe, inlet tube. What's coming next? It's an intercooler. Right now I'm running stock. So that's the last thing I'm gonna do, because after this I'm gonna send it to my tuner to get it dyno tuned. Because as you guys seen on my channel, when I had the 8 Gen Civic, I took it to this guy in Santee, California, named Darden. So he tunes cars really good. So I feel like he will give the much more better performance, because right now I'm on Honda. I'm on their base map. And it's, I don't know, maybe I'm running like around 350 horsepower. I don't know, maybe I could say some good torque. Not too much, but enough to make me smile. Other things I've done to this car is, people were talking about this back in 2023 that they were selling the wings. So I got myself those the locks, the nuts to lock the wing. So if you ever come across mine, you want to steal them, that sucks for you, because you won't be able to take my wing. So another thing that has performance wise, well, I don't say performance, but it's just I like to have my car looking stock but having power. So I deleted both mufflers, front resonator and the back resonator. So it's all straight except this one. So people think, oh, that's a stock car, it's low. That's what I like people thinking. So I've always said I love cars that come from the factory stock. That's one of the things I love a lot, honestly. But when you see me on the road, expect to see a little good run, because I give everything I can, all the best super NASCAR skills that I have. Just joking about that. So coming back to interior, a lot of people ask me, who are these two kids right here? This is Monkey, and this is, I guess, Papa Monkey 2. But yeah, coming back to it, this is how the interior looks like. Oh, my cam gear right there. I like the way it looks, the way this car is set up. One of the things that I would have preferred for Honda to do would have been like, there's no need for cup holders, to be honest. I feel like that could have been an extra better seat, so 3 people could go on it. And you know, with these cars coming with the red seat, I did put some floor mats, brand Last Fit. Last Fit. They've been holding pretty good. I've been having it for long story short, basically. I had these on my 11th generation Civic Si. So it's funny because I've had him since like 4.5 years already. But again, I don't use this car as much. That's why when I tell people it's a 2023 Civic and it only has 6,000 miles, people tell me, well, what do you drive to the store? And I'm like, you're exactly correct. Store or gas. So me and my friend, we started this DBKL Performance, right? He passed away of cancer. And or I guess our legacy was, I guess I kept the heritage going. So I'm trying to put out the name out there more and more. But yeah, it was our idea. Which it's really nice, though, because a lot of people ask me, what does it stand for, right? So if you think about it, DBKL, What does it stand for? And then performance, well, we all know what performance stands. D stands for the most known D series engines. B, obviously B series. For a lot of people use B series. How about K? K20, K24, and the new L series, which is in the new Hondas, 1.5 turbochargers and stuff like that. So that's where all this came from. We didn't include the H for the H22 because that's not a car that was really too popular at that time. But we did the most cars that we know, the engine codes that we know that they're out there for performance wise. So coming to the brakes, I love these brakes. They're awesome. But you know what sucks about these? They make a lot of dust. A lot, to the point where, like, the times I gone to the store or put some gas, they get filthy nasty. And I'm not even braking hard. So I baby these brakes. But I guess it's something about Honda's brakes, you know, all type bars. I mean, up could upgrade, but there's no need right now because they're still brand new. Have a lot of life in it. One of the things that people talk about as well is the expansion reservoir, that it cracks, that it leaks. Yeah, I'm not gonna say that nothing has happened to mine. Maybe because I don't drive it as much, but lately I've been beating on this car and I don't see anything going on. Cross my fingers that it doesn't happen to me, right? And me coming from an 8 gen, 10 gen, what's really important for me is always on the transmission. There's the D10, correct me if I'm wrong, D10 springs. Those, I add them as soon as I got onto this car because I know that this car revs high. Not too high, but high enough, and has a lot of power. So I didn't want it to start with like, oh, you're going to have a grinding problem later on or something. I did my best to do what it was the best to do for this transmission. But other than that, it has solid bushings. Quick story behind my FL5. I got this car exactly back in 2023, right? Well, you know, like every dealer wants to be rich. So when we started doing this paperwork for this car, I thought I was gonna get it at 43 and some change. I mean, by tax and everything, you're looking like maybe 47, 48 out the door, right? But then they come and slap me with the markup deal that we're asking 25K. Are you okay with it? And you know what I said? I'm fine with it. Do what you gotta do. Yeah, right. I said, I ain't paying no markup for a car that I want, and I know a lot of people want to get their hands behind this wheel, but I'm not paying 25. So I appreciate the business and everything, but I don't think this car is gonna be for me here at this local dealer. So I ended up leaving. As I'm walking towards my car, salesman comes and says, hey, just give me another opportunity. Let me see what I could do. Because it's something that it's a car that we're going to have to try to win. And I'm like, what do you mean win? And they said, you want this car, right? Yeah, everybody wants the car. You already approved. We're just waiting for numbers. Give me one try and I'll make it happen. So you can leave with the car, not just by yourself. And I say, okay, you know what? Let's do it. So we're doing everything what we can. Boom. You know what, sir? You could get this car a 14K over MSRP. And I said 14,000. So story. I caught a lot of dealers. They all wanted 25K. To the point where I say, you know what? 14K, it's bad. but not that bad if you really want this car. So what happened, I said 14K, let's make it a deal now. I tried my best to bring it down to like 10, and they didn't want it to. So you know what, I'm stuck here with 64,000 out the door, right? And next thing you know, well, I'm home with it. I'm really happy about it. And well, here we are now, 3.5 years later, and still own this vehicle with 6,000 miles. So that's kind of basically what the back idea is of owning this car. One thing, the payments are really high. that's no doubt about it. But as long as you like this car, price shouldn't really be. That's my personal opinion. Cars should never be. The price should never be an issue for a buyer. Yeah, maybe you're gonna be like, oh, because reality, you don't know if you're gonna stick with the car forever. Maybe next year a new generation comes out, or I like another car, I just trade it in and that's it. But yeah, a lot of people are gonna comment and say, hey, you're wrong. You gotta know, because you're gonna pay, but what's value and what's worth it and blah blah blah. I get it, but that's just my personal opinion, like I said. But I so far I love this car. I have no complaints about it. Only complaint I have, well, it does make a lot of noise, but keep in mind, I bought this car to have fun, not to get too many explanations about, oh, my car is making a lot of noise in the road. The rear seat, wish it was another seat, which I already said it. Or, oh, it wastes a lot of gas, or why this, why that? So it's like, if you're gonna be on the why this, why that, don't get this car. This car's not for you. Just get a sport touring, and that's it. Call it a day. But for enthusiasts like us that we love this car and we don't mind hearing the road, the rocks, or whatever, this is our car. This is what we want. All right, so now it's about a time to go Type R mode. We're gonna do some pulls on this car. Woo! On this back road right now, we're gonna go do those amazing pulls. We're going to Mexico right now. How cool, right? Okay, so we're gonna jump in the highway. I got full traction disable. I'm gonna go its best as I can. So right now we're gonna do like a second gear pull. I mean, it's alright, second gear. Barely warming up. What do you guys think? Is it a good pull, or was it like I needed a little bit more? So we're gonna go ahead and do, I don't know exactly if I want to do like a 60 roll. Yeah, just because there's a little bit of traffic going on, but okay, we got a red light. So let's see what we could do. So we're gonna do a third gear pull at 55. Well, let's just it up real quick. All right. guys, so I'm out here. I'm gonna make a dig. Don't expect too much out of this because, as you know, temperature exterior, it's about 105 degrees right now where I'm at, and I'm sucking about 140 degrees in. So I'm gonna try my best to do a nice pool. Okay guys, so here it is. $3,000.